Hey guys, so in this video we are going to study about entropy. How entropy is a property. I will try to show you its proof so that you will not have any kind of confusion regarding this topic. Well, I will talk about the real meaning of entropy so that you can understand the basic concept of entropy in my next video. But in this video we'll talk about that thing only, that is how entropy is a property. That means how entropy is depend on point function, not path function. For understanding that, we have to draw a diagram. Let's say this is y-axis. In the y-axis we have pressure. In the x-axis we have volume. Alright. Now let me consider two states, state 1 and state 2. Right, so I have considered two states. One is state 1, another one is what? State 2. Now there is process from 1 to 2 and then 2 to 1. Right, now 1 to 2 and 2 to 1, this is forming cycle. Let's say this is x, this is y. Another path I am following from 2 to 1, that is what? Z. Okay, so if I'll consider these two cycles, these are reversible cycles, right? Reversible cycles. So for both the cases, let's say we are considering both the cycle. What are those cycles? I will share with you. Reversible cycles. Alright. So what is the cycle basically? 1 x 2 y 1, cycle 1, and cycle 2 1 x 2 z 1. So we have two cycles. Let's say this is z so that you will not get confused. Right, now we have two cycles, both are what? Reversible cycle. Now what we can write from reversible cycle, that is what we know for a closed cycle, right? Integration dq by t is equal to 0 for reversible process, right? Maybe you know about Clausius inequality, where it is saying basically dq by t less than equal to 0, right? From second law of thermodynamics we got this concept after studying second law of thermodynamics. Well, let me tell you a very interesting fact. Okay, after implementation of first law of thermodynamics we got internal energy, and after implementation of second law of thermodynamics in practical scenario we got entropy. Right, we implement first law of thermodynamics in thermodynamic processes, but we implement, then we got internal energy, but we implement second law of thermodynamics in practical processes, so we got entropy. And another interesting fact is that internal energy and entropy both are derived quantities, right? We know that there are two types of quantities, right? One is derived quantity, another one is what? Fundamental quantity. So in physics we have studied those fundamental quantities. So there are 7 fundamental quantities like length, temperature, luminous intensity, right? These are there are 7 fundamental quantities. Derived quantities, what? Those quantities we got after using fundamental quantities like entropy, internal energy. These are what? Derived quantities. Even heat is also derived quantities. Q is equal to mc dt. Alright, I hope you got my point. Right, now coming to this here, so what we can say, we got three basically equation, three scenario from here. dq by t less than equal to 0 is equal to 0, dq by t greater than equal to 0. So this one is what? Impossible. We cannot have this kind of system. dq by t is equal to 0. This is for the case of reversible process, and this one is for the case of irreversible process. Okay, now let me write down the equation. dq by t 1x2 plus dq by t 2y1 is equal to 0, because reversible, we are considering reversible cycle, that is why we have to consider this. Even we got this from here, right? Now another equation what we can write for this cycle, dq by t 1x2 plus dq by t 2z1 is equal to 0. Now do sign change, right? We do such thing in school, maybe in college. So this one and this one will get cancelled, both these terms will be cancelled. Now after this, what we are getting basically, as you can see here, what we can write from here, that is dq by t 2y1 minus dq by t 2z1 is equal to 0. So from here what you can write, dq by t 2y1 is equal to dq by t 2z1. Just we are sending this to this negative signature will become positive, so we can write this. Now let me draw another process to u1, u for Ujjwal, that is my name. So dq by t 2u1. So from this what we can say, and we know that dq by t is equal to entropy, right? We know this, right? Now from this what we can say, basically all the values are same but path are different. One is y, another one is z, another is u. That means dq by t, the value doesn't depend on the path. If it is not the path function, it is depend on what? 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1. It is depend on what? Point, right? So if anything which is depend on point is known as what? Point function. Point function. And we know dq by t is equal to s, and what is s? Basically entropy. All right, so it is what, my dear? Point function. Point function. Now point function is what? Property. Point function is always property. Now we know that there are two types of properties, intensive property and extensive property. If something depend on mass is known as extensive property. If something does not depend on mass is known as what? Intensive property. Now let me show you, is this intensive property or extensive property? Temperature is an intensive property. Heat, Q is equal to mc dt. Clearly it is an extensive property. So extensive property by intensive property is what? Extensive property. So what we can say, that entropy is an extensive property. I hope you got my point, right? So this is how we come to know that entropy is a point function. Entropy is an extensive property. It is a property from this whole video, right? So guys, I hope you got something, you learned something new. Thank you much for watching this video. See you soon in my next video. God bless you all. And in my next video I'll talk about real basic concept of entropy, so that you will not have any kind of confusion. What I have seen is students have the definition of it, that is degree of randomness or disorder, but they don't understand what is it, right? So I'll try to explain in my next video. Thank you much. God bless you all. Bye bye.